Shalom Israel, giving honor and praise to the Most High God for the reading and the understanding of His word. And family, I want to wish every king, every queen, every prince, and every princess, I want to wish you a wonderful, magnificent Sabbath. And once again, thank you for bringing this in with your brother this week. Family, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here tonight. First things first. I want to do something more than just a royal gathering, okay? I have this idea. I want to do a movie watch along. And I'm talking about, you know, those movies where they really be putting all this stuff into it. And I want to do a watch along, right, for all of our family to come together. Well, not all, but, you know, those who do show up. And, you know, we sit, watch the movie. For one, just sitting there as a family, have fun, drinks, everything, bug out, have a great time. And then afterwards, break the movie down. And not just me up there talking, but a family group discussion right there in that theater. I think that would be phenomenal. I really do. And so that's one of the ideas that I have right now that I want to put together. So I am asking on here right now for all of you to please put in the chat and also in the comments if you live in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Okay, I'm not talking about like 3-4 hours out and stuff like that where you won't drive and come to this thing or whatever, because we're trying to get bodies in the building. Okay, and so I'm realistic. I'm not going to go ahead and do something if the idea is not going to be a good idea for that particular area. Okay, like I said, we have to do market research is what it's called. And so that's why I'm asking right now, you know, for those of you who are in the Phoenix, Arizona area that will come to an event like that, please put your comments in the comment section or the chat. Thank you so much, because there's other things, like I said, we got to do other things and start coming together more as a family. Now, family, tonight, let me just say this. I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 65 and 66. What we have to do is start talking about all the things that pertain to right now. Our biblical history is great, and we've stayed in our biblical histories for quite some time. But going forward here, we're going to be talking about more right now, matter-of-fact things, because we have to speak about the circumstances that are happening today. For some people, it bothers their anxiety. For some people, they're like, this is too much. I can't take it. But guess what? You're going to have to. You really don't have much of a choice. Okay? You don't have a choice. So family, please open your Bibles to the 1611 King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha. We are going to be reading Isaiah chapter 65 and 66 tonight. I got to get my drink in now. There's going to be a lot of reading here tonight. And family, please, everyone needs to have their books opened. Pad, pencils, pens, tablets, whatever it is that you use. Do not sit here and just listen to what I'm saying. Open up the book and read along. All right. Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 1. I am sought of them that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not, I said. Behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my name. Now, for the past several weeks, we have spoken about making sure that the Israelites understand that the Most High cares about His name. That's where we get the whole put some respect on my name. We follow right after our Father. And you're going to see these characteristics. Watch. Verse 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. You see in the scriptures when the Father says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Stop trying to think like me, because you can't. That's why when you have all them over-righteously niggas out there, men and women, I call them witches and warlocks. That's what I call them. But they're out there trying to explain things that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I mean none. And you just sound so stupid Let's read this here again. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people. So that's the first part right there that we got to break down. He said, I spread my hands out. In other words, like, yo, I'm right here, yo. Y'all come here. Y'all come here. Come here. Come to me. Come to me. I'm your daddy. Come here. Come here. And be like, nah, we don't want that. He's like this and we going like this. Which walketh in a way that was not good. We are walking in the wrong direction. A broad way and a narrow path. There's so many of us on that broad way versus the narrow path. After their own thoughts, the Father said, y'all don't think like me. Your brain, I gave you your brain and I did not make your brain like mine. That's so easy to understand. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face. Woo! Stop. This is how you know the Most High is a black man and he ain't playing with us. Let me read that again. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face. So the Father saying, why y'all playing in my face? You ever thought about where we get that from? We are patterned after our daddy. Every person on the sound of my voice right now, they hit the back, right here, all the hair on the back of your neck should be standing up right now because you know that is a number one high profile statement from black people. Why are you playing in my face? And it's right here in the Bible. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon bricks and altars. So now today, that sacrificeth in gardens, you know what that is? Let me see if who's thinking that sacrificeth in gardens. Who's thinking right now? What's that talking about? Those disgusting barbecues. Oh yeah, on those unhigh holy days. Yeah. For all of you that barbecued on 4th of July, oh, I'm not celebrating a holiday. I'm just going to barbecue right there. Your ass is grass. Just like the garden is talking about. That's the Most High saying, yo, y'all playing in my face. I told you don't have anything. I told you do not touch the unclean thing. Did I not? But yet we still do those little stupid things like that. He ain't playing with us. Let me continue reading. I'm going to read verse 3 again. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick. Yeah, I keep telling y'all about them incense burning niggas. Verse 4, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels. A broth of abominable things are in their vessels. It's already in you. That broth that hits your stomach. That's why when you eat certain things, oh man, so many of us wonder why we be getting the stomach rumbles. Oh yeah, we wonder why we get the shit pit. The Father said, didn't I tell you don't eat that? Yep, now you got the witch's brew bubbling cauldron in your stomach, and he make you pay for it out your ass. Verse 4 again, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments. What monuments? All of these statues and things that our people go to visit. Places like, you know, I want to go visit the where they got the Mount Rushmore. I want to go visit Mount Rushmore. For what? Why? I want to go visit the Statue of Liberty. Why? For what? You want to go visit the things of these damn Freemasons. For what? You spend your money and everything, then you go there and you idolize it. It's idol worship. Verse 5. You see how destroyed they got us? Verse 5. Which say, stand by thyself. Come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. You see what the Most High said? Them overly righteous niggas. Let's read that one more time. Which say, stand by thyself. When you see these individuals, when they see other children of Israel and our fringes and stuff like that. Or it'd be a person that's trying to learn about the word and then they brush them away. They're not accepting of their brothers and sisters. They broaden their, they broaden their fringes and their phylacteries and things like that. I'm better than you. My fringes are bigger. I'm wearing these holy royal garments. You know what I'm saying? I can't be just a simple t-shirt, Timbs, and jeans type of man. I can't be that. Nah, I gotta wear all this royal garment up here. Hot box sweating, you know? Fake jewels in my crown or whatnot. But I'm gonna sit up here and act like I'm better than you. All of y'all have seen it. You have seen it. You have seen it. Okay? This is not me trying to cause discord. You have seen the examples of it in Israel, and I'm reading what the book says. So don't play with me. Verse 6, behold, it is written before me. See? I will not keep silence, but will recompense, even recompense unto their bosom. Your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burned incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom. The Father said, you're going to pay for everything that you've done. Everything that you've done in them past lives and everything that you do in this lives now. He said, I'm going to make you pay for that. That's why when these types of things come up, we can't be silent about that just because we think someone is going to be offended or somebody going to be like, oh, look at this nigga talk about this again. Yeah, damn right I'm talking about it again because our people are still doing it. So when we stop doing it, guess what's going to happen? That sky's going to crack and the Father's going to be like, all right, y'all are ready to come home. Y'all don't understand the keys to the kingdom. I'm trying to get up out of here. I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to say that publicly. I do not want to be here anymore. I do not want to exist on earth anymore. I don't want it. I want to be what I belong to. That's what I want to be. I want to be in my Father's bosom. I want to be the being that I truly, truly am. That's what I want. I don't care how you feel about it. That's your problem. If you don't want that, then there's something wrong with you. Verse 8. Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. Ooh, goodness gracious. You see how our Father is? He's like, now, out of all of the 2/3 down there, yeah, there's some seeds of the 1/3 in there. I'm going to have to go get them out. Let me get them out real quick. Let me get them out. And no, that is not talking about no dumbass rapture, neither. That is talking about the Father having mercy on those such individuals that keep his commandments. That's why I was saying that you see two in the field. One of them are going to go bye-bye, and that means death. I'm going to kill that nigga right there. But this other one, I'm going to leave him alone. Woo! All right there in front of your face. All right there. And then the one that's left alone or whatnot, that fast going to be up in the air. All praises to our Father. Verse 9, and I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. All praises to the Most High. That is speaking of Yahushai. Again, this is the Old Testament. He is that biggest horn that we can read about in 2nd Esdras. The big horn, the one that sticks out from all of them. So now, as you see, or a lot of these videos or whatever, do y'all see those giants and stuff coming out the mountains? Y'all see it, right? Oh, just because you don't see it on the actual news, it's not real? Social media is the news now, if you didn't know that. I want to read 9 one more time because this needs to be broken down a little bit more. Hold on a second. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains. That is Yahushai. That's Yahushai. And mine elect, those are the chosen, shall inherit it. We're going to live in the mountains. And my servants shall dwell there. So can I ask y'all a question? I know many of you have seen the videos where people are suggesting that the mountains used to be these really, really big titans and stuff, right? That they were huge, they were magnificent, right? So if that giant just happens to move out of its place, let's just think about that. If this giant was to move out of its place, just like the Bible says, where these hills are going to quake and move. So what if that's one of these giants waking up? Just a little food for thought. Oh my gosh, because we have these scriptures that can support that, support that idea. Verse 10, and Sharon. Now, for those of you who don't know what Sharon means, that means fertile plains, like good farmland. And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor, a place for the herds to lie down in for my people that have sought me. We're going to have good ground, good fertile ground. Great fertile ground. Verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, which is Zion, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword. Death. This is the Most High making a promise. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you for not keeping my commandments. Watch this. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. That day of the Lord. This is the day of the Lord. The day that everyone is sitting here clamoring for and sitting and screaming, yeah, Yahushua, Yahushua. But your life ain't right. This is talking about many of you. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So this, what is it saying? The Most High knows your secrets. Now, we just talked about that last week, too. We talked about that when David was praying, and David was like, yo, Father, you already know my secrets. You know my secrets. You know everything about this. And let me tell you something. All secrets are going to be revealed. There isn't anything that you're doing that the Father does not see. Every foul word spoken against somebody, straight up. Every foul act done against somebody in secret, guess what? The Father knows. And there are times that he lets other people know that this person over here is not very savory towards you. This person over here, yeah, you may want to be very careful of this person over here. Oh, I'm reading the scriptures. Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Now, what did the Father tell us in Joel chapter 2 and verse 27? He said that my Israelites shall never be ashamed. This is the difference between those who are keeping the commandments and those who are not. This is not talking about the other nations right now. Right now, this is talking about this 2/3 within Israel. And there are many of you that are watching this right now. You have the appearance of everything going good in your life. Because that's a front. Many people front. They put up a front. But the Father sees everything. It is not up to me. It is not up to my mighty brother King Gino. It is not up to any person to determine whether or not what you're doing in your privacy. Nobody knows that. He does, though. So does Yahushua. So it's nothing that you have to prove to us. Let's make sure we get this clear right now, because I'm going to say this again. I've said it before. I've said it many times. I ain't shit. I am nobody or anyone to prove anything to, because I got to stand in that judgment, right in front of that judgment seat, just like you. But if you are intelligent, you're going to listen to the words that I'm saying, and you're going to clean up your house. You're going to take your eyes off of everyone else and clean up your house, because you have to stand in front of the Most High and Yahushua in that judgment seat. And guess what? You have to give an account for everything that you've done. So take your focus off of man and focus on your reflection. Verse 14, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Howl, howl. That's worse than a scream. That howl when a nigga is baying at the moon. I truly hope no one has ever had to cry like that before. I truly, truly do. I really, really hope that no one has ever in their life had to ever howl and cry. That gut-wrenching, it's an experience that I don't wish on anyone. And I don't even want to go into certain things where people have done that, because I don't want to bring up any old memories for anybody, because it's not a good thing. Verse 15, and ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. Stop! Woo! Let's read that again. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. Again, the separation of the wheat from the tare. The Father said, yep, my servants right here. Oh, yeah, no. They special. Many are called, but few are chosen. And there are some that are chosen. Those that I'm like, yep, they good. Regardless of what they do, they good. They right here. They right here. But there's these others. There's these others right here who... Y'all were called, but you weren't chosen. So did you answer the call or did you ignore the call? Y'all got to understand that. There are many that were chosen that's going to have a mark on their heads. And some people got to work for that mark. I didn't make up the rules. The Father did. Verse 16. That he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the God of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. Remember when the Most High said, I'm going to wipe all tears away. I ain't going to remember none of that nonsense or whatever that happened down there. I ain't going to remember that. For a time you will, but then there's going to come a time when all that is nothing but bliss now. Most people can't even wrap their mind around that part. To forget about all of the atrocities of earth. To forget about all the pain and remember nothing but bliss. Think about that for a second. Seriously, I want you to let that marinate in your soul and your spirit. To know nothing but bliss and happiness. And so many of you fight against yourself to not have that. Let that sink in. Verse 17, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come to mind. Let me read that again. For behold, I create a new, for behold, I create new heavens, that's plural, and a new earth. And the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. King Gino. For behold, I create new heavens. And a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. Verse 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her people a joy. See this? That's for us. Family, that is the promise for us. For the chosen and for those who have answered the call. And that's within Israel. Because I know somebody's brain went right to, oh, you can talk about the other nations. No, I am not. This is talking within Israel. Verse 19, and I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. That's the promise. The promise of absolute bliss. Verse 20, there shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. No more death. No more death. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years shall be accursed. That's an example. See, that right there throws most people off. Because they're thinking, oh, the people going to die? Or the child's going to die at 100 years old? No. That's an example showing you that if a person does die at 100, they're still considered a child at 100 years old. Because today, for us to think about living to 100 or whatnot, we think, oh my gosh, yo, that's an absolute blessing for a person to live 100 years old. And the Bible is saying for a person that lives to be 100, that's a child. No wrinkles, nothing. Baby skin. Verse 21, family, watch this. And they shall build houses and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. Now, when we are reading Deuteronomy chapter 28, 15 through 68, we can read the opposite of that. Why do we read the opposite in the curses? Do you see how the curses, when we read this right here, the curses have an end. The curses are going to cease. Oh yeah, they're going to cease. It'll be no more. And all those people that are still accursed are going to die. That's the promise that the Most High made. He said, I'm going to kill you. Verse 22. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. Father, thank you. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. Father, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are already master architects, so what we think we're going to be able to build. I'm going to say that again. What we think we're going to be able to build. Many of you have no idea. Your brain is not even comprehending what I'm thinking or what I'm saying right now. The Father said, I created heavens for these people that are chosen and the ones who did answer the call. And I have chosen these things for your bliss and your happiness. But yet we still play in God's face with our sin. The disrespect. Verse 23, they shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. Wow. You doing good things have benefits for other people too. So many of y'all out there crying for your babies. I want my babies to make it. I want them to make it. Well, let's read this here one more time. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. If you cannot motivate yourself to do good for yourself, then at least motivate yourself to do good for your children, that they may have a chance. If you don't give a damn about yourself, at least give a damn about them. You see how the Most High make sure you put that work in? The love of others. You're going to be judged for not loving your people. All the way down to your family. This is why the Father said when it comes down to these brothers, like if you don't take care of your own family, what did he call them? What did he call people that don't take care of? No, excuse me. What did he call them worse than? He said, you are worse than an infidel. And people just thinking that, oh, because you have to work. They think that physical work. It's not what it's talking about. Not completely. Faith without works is dead. See what I mean now? Verse 24, and it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. I'm going to read that again. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Now, there was something that happened last Sunday between myself and my brother, King Gino. And he knows that that scripture right there is 100% accurate. And don't say nothing to him either, bro. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Verse 25. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock. The dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. You see that? In all my holy mountain. It didn't say all the earth. It said in my holy mountain. Let's read that one more time. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. So, did it say the whole earth? No. Did it say sections of the earth? No. It said on my holy mountain. And we all know that that mountain is Zion. And we all know that New Jerusalem is coming right down. There are 12 gates there. That is only for the Israelites, ladies and gentlemen. The world, this planet, there will still be places on this planet. And guess what? We'll have access to it all. But the Father said, I created new heavens. So that means that more than likely, no. Shh. That's not for me to bring out. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. All right, family. We going over now to chapter 66. We're going over now, family, to chapter 66. Isaiah chapter 66. And we're going to read this all the way through as well. Let's go. All right. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me, and where is the place of my rest? For all those things that mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. You see that? The Most High is like, yo, listen, I respect those that fear me. I said it several times here. For those of you who try to act like, you know, oh yeah, when you hear the Most High's words and when certain things happen and you are not bothered by it, yeah, you are not of the Father, because the Father's children have characteristics. When he speaks, we tremble. We know. Why? Because we are connected to him. And we feel that trembling, man. And we don't sit there and even try to understand it. We bow out. It's all you. Verse 3. He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol. Yea, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. The Father said, what y'all niggas down there doing is wrong. All wrong. And y'all think that y'all are doing the right thing, which you're not. The Father told us all the right things to do. And what do? We argue with it. Because people, they'll argue about the moon. They'll argue about certain high holy days. They'll argue about the locations and all that stuff. They'll argue with these things without even practicing them. I'm serious. You'll be like, hey, brother, sister, bro, all right, so yeah, you talk about that, but are you keeping it? At my ass, shut up. Verse 4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. The Most High is saying it again. Y'all playing in my face. Y'all playing in my face. And because you want to continue to play in my face, I'm going to tear your ass up. We know the things that we are supposed to do and not supposed to do because the Father checks our spirit with it. He checks you like, you know you ain't supposed to be doing that. And when it happens, just stop. You know it. You know it. He's done it to me. I got no problem sitting up here telling y'all certain things and whatnot. You know, where my eyes will not start to wander. You be like, nigga, you know. Nigga, don't play with me. You know you ain't supposed to be looking at that. Turn your ass around, boy. And what I do? All right, I'm saying. You know? But you can't front on that. That's even like last week with David. That's why David was saying that. He's like, yo, Father, you know my things. But a lot of y'all don't have a relationship with the Father. And it shows. I'm telling y'all straight up. And most people are going to be sitting there. You say that, they think you crazy. Okay, well, guess what? I'm not. Verse 5. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and then shall be ashamed. There is no shame when I come talking about the Father. I have no shame in it whatsoever. I'll be like, yeah, you see what the Father told you? And guess what? If you don't do it, he's going to kill you. And then what people do, they get mad at me. How could you say that? Because the Bible says it. It's like, yo, open your ears. Remove my image and listen to the words. Okay? For some people, if it's easier for you, guess what you can do? Listen to the sound only. All right? If you're listening on a browser, guess what you can do? Open up a new browser. Click on that browser. You won't see me, but you'll just hear the words. You can do that too. Verse 6. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice of the Lord that rendereth recompense to his enemies. Now, this is starting to open it up now to the other nations as well, because the Father's like, yeah, y'all, that's who y'all want to follow after. The noise in the city, that's them bombs, baby. The missiles, those swords in the air that those prophets could not explain because they did not know what a missile looked like. And they see these missiles and stuff in the air with fire coming out the back of it. That's what they were talking about. Little missiles. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice of the Lord that rendereth recompense to his enemies, because he's destroying them all. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. Who hath heard such a thing? Who's heard this? Because they saying like, come on, man, you sound crazy. Who have seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Shall I bring to the birth and not cause to bring forth? So in other words, listen. to what Isaiah is saying. He's like, now, can I go ahead and lay with a woman, knock her up, have a baby, and then all of a sudden she don't have a baby no more? That's what he's saying. He's like, come on now, like the obvious is right there. The very same thing that Yahweh Shai was saying about the seasons. Like, how can you know all of these seasons are getting ready? Everybody knows when it's about to be summer, fall, winter, and spring. Why? Because the signs of the seasons are there. All of this happening on earth right now. This is what the Father is talking about. He's like, yo, listen, time out. How can you not see all these signs? How can you not see my presence when I'm flooding up this earth? How can you not see when I have this scorching heat that is destroying everything? How can you not see all these signs? How can you not see them? And they're right here in front of your face. You see, you playing in my face is what he's saying. He said, y'all playing in my face, and I'm going to kill you for it. This is so simple to understand, my family. It really is. Verse 9, shall I bring to the birth and not cause to bring forth, saith the Lord? Shall I cause to bring forth and shut the womb, saith thy God? Rejoice ye with Jerusalem, and be glad with her. All ye that love her, rejoice for joy with her. All ye that mourn for her. Why? Because there was a time that we lived there. There was a time that we was in a spiritual bliss, but then we sinned against our Father. All you black, Hispanic, and native, indigenous, whatever you individuals, the Gad and Reuben, yeah, y'all can't run from this either. But now y'all are starting to see that y'all are getting it too. Oh, yeah. All tribes are starting to feel it now. ICE is going after the Hispanics. Yep. ICE even coming after some of you so-called natives. They didn't realize they're chasing the same people. Verse 11. That ye may suck and be satisfied with the breast of her consolations. That ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. For thus saith the Lord, behold, I will extend peace to her like a river, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream. Then shall ye suck, ye shall be borne upon her sides, and be dangled upon her knees. As whom his mother comforteth, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. That's the Most High's promise to his children. All of us right now that's enduring all of the pain, atrocities, everything from these nations, everything from our oppressors. The Father said, I'm going to rid all of that of you. Those of you that keep my commandments. How can y'all seriously, straight up, how can you seriously hear this, right, and not be happy? Bro, how can you? Verse 14. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of the Lord shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. So the Father is making it known right now. Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 14. I'm making that separation. My babies, I'm going to take care of them, but my enemies, oh, my Lord, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel every last bit of my hatred towards them. My baby's going to feel all this love. They're going to feel all the love in the world. But these over here, oh, my goodness gracious, I am going to kill these people. I am going to set their own imagination against them. Oh, Lord, you don't want to be an enemy of the Most High. You want to be on the side of his babies. Right here. Verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire. That's those flaming swords. And with his chariots like a whirlwind. That's these fire tornadoes being created by these chariots of the Most High. To render his anger with fury and rebuke with flames of fire. To rebuke, to murder, to slaughter, to correct. Y'all got to understand that, because most people think, to rebuke this person, to rebuke means to correct. So now when the Father begins to rebuke with fire, because remember, he tried to rebuke you with his words through his sons and daughters, and you didn't listen. You did not hear the call. You didn't hear the call. So now he has to make a correction. That correction is the call of fire to this earth, to this land, and the course correction will be made. And that is wiping you off the planet altogether. Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. That's the day of judgment. That's the day of Yahushua, the day of the Lord, the day of the Lord's coming. And when he comes, he's going to be destroying niggas. There will be no rapture. There will be no white man pulling you up and taking you and hiding you in some secret location or whatever the hell y'all want to be talking about. That's not it. When Yahushua comes, he is coming with the course correction with his angels, and they are going to destroy this place. And what's going to happen is that all of the righteous are going to be caught up in the air, because the land of earth is going to be destroyed. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. Verse 17, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. Each and every last one of y'all that don't want to give up that damn pork, that do not follow the dietary law, you're going to die. You're going to die. For I know their works and their thoughts. And it shall come, and I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Pul, and Lud, and draw the bow to Tubal and Javan, to the isles afar off, that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. You see that? The Most High is making it clear, very crystal clear. There will be no one, there will be absolutely no one that does not know who I am. There will be not one person that will not see my glory. Remember, the Father said, all the way down to the blades of grass will sing his praises. Come on now. Verse 20, and they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto the Lord out of all nations, upon horses, and in chariots, and in litters, and upon mules, and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain Jerusalem, saith the Lord, as the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of the Lord. Let me read that one more time, because many of you missed the major part of that. Watch this. And they, this is talking about the nations, and they shall bring all your brethren. All the Israelites, all of your brethren, the seed of Israel, a chosen people. They will gather all of our people, black, Hispanic, and native indigenous to this continent. They will bring all of them from these nations. Every last one of them. Not the whole world. Your brethren. The chosen people. The Deuteronomy 7:6 people. I love this word. Father, thank you so much, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Verse 21, and I will also take them for priests and for Levites, saith the Lord. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. This is talking about, and right there in the time of Isaiah, your seed and your name will remain, meaning each and every last one of us bringing out this word today. It was destined all the way back then. We did not have a choice in the matter, because I know I for damn sure did not have a choice. I'm doing it right now. Here we are. Here we are. You know who else is doing it? King Gino, he's doing it. You know who else is doing it? Bishop Nathaniel is doing it. Why? Because that was decided during the time of creation. Guess who else is doing it? Pre-Zabak. You know why? Because it was decided during the time of creation, and every other brother out here that is making an impact. Every other brother out here is making an impact that actually love their people. Yeah. Yep. And it is what it is. And people have to start paying attention to reality. Okay? That's why I'm not going to talk trash about the mother brothers, because I know that the Father lifted them up. The Father lifted up these brothers. We may not agree on everything, but guess what? I don't have to down them, and I won't. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship me before me, saith the Lord. Saith the Lord. Now, I got to make sure that everybody understands this here. Just because you are not in the kingdom does not mean that you are not going to worship the Father. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All flesh will. The difference between us and them is that we will worship him in person. We will go to him. We will be under his light. We can go into that kingdom. We will be in that kingdom. We will be able to see the face of the Father. We will be able to go and put our head on the Father's bosom. The rest of these nations won't be. We're going to come out with that light on us. These big giants. Can I ask y'all a question? Do you think with us being as big as we are that the world will be able to contain all of us? Let that run through your skull. Verse 24. Let's go ahead and close this out. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. Those that will be burning in that pit will be right able to go over to that pit and look right down there, and they're going to be worms and stuff going all throughout them and everything like that, eating away at them. The Father is letting you know, showing you that these people are going to be in complete pain and torment, and we're going to be right there watching them. And you don't think they're going to be able to see us? Yep. And we ain't going to be able to feel bad for them either, because why? Every tear shall be wiped away. And the only thing we're going to go to them edge like, damn, nigga, you should have listened, yo. Like, we're like, damn, like, why you do that? Like, you could have been right up here with us, nigga. But you chose to stay down there. You chose to be there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the Father said, yo, watch verse 24 one more time. And they shall go forth, meaning that we're going to be able to walk right over and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. We're going to be able to look at all the sinners. Yo, the Most High be on some different type of time, yo. Think about, yo, y'all gotta wrap your mind around that, yo. The Father, oh my goodness gracious, the Father is, yo, he is so hilarious. Think about this. The nigga that was talking and doing all these horrible things to you, right? You're gonna be able to go right up to the edge and go find him and be like, damn, nigga. You're gonna be able to go up to him and be like, yo, watch this. And just go kneel down and be like, yo, how you feel down there, man? Ooh, that worm is big. Wait, you want some what? You want some water? Hold up. Come here. Psych! You be doing stuff like that? Yo, that's crazy. Don't tell me the Most High don't got a sense of humor, man. But family, that's reality. And guess what else is a reality? Today's our Sabbath. I love you. Every last one of y'all, I love you. But guess what? It's that time. You beautiful Israelite. Go rest.